How are you guys doing?
I'll always remember you under the direction of Ms. Kimberly Canson.
Good afternoon. My name is Grace Humke, and I serve as the president of the senior class. It is my pleasure to introduce the North Penn Central salutatorian for the class of 2021, the daughter of David and Shannon McDonald, Mrs. Samantha McDonald.
Thank you, Grace. Can we give her an extra round of applause? We worked super hard this year as our senior class president. So it is my pleasure to welcome you all to graduation day at North Penn Central. Every one of you here has had an impact on the graduates who sit here on this stage today. Thank you to parents and teachers who have been supportive in both our education and our extracurriculars, and thank you to everyone else, family and friends, for the ongoing support in and outside of the school building. These past 4 years have been quite the journey. We all started as kids on our first day of kindergarten, and well, most of us are still kids, but now we're kids with a great education and the tools that it takes to take on the real world. I thought I would begin today with a quote. Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So to put this into a more real perspective, you can see how the world around us has been shaped by individuals or small groups of people. Martin Luther King Jr. has shaped modern American civil rights. The largest religion in the world was started by one person and a group of 12 men. Women have the right to vote today because a small group of women decided to question their rights. And by changing the world, I don't expect you guys to solve world hunger or eliminate sickness or poverty, but I'm also not saying that you could. I mean, you could change the world for just one or a few people. It's easier than it sounds. One person who changed the world for me was my high school art teacher, Mr. Dan Wright. It always seemed like nothing was impossible for him. It was almost like I can't wasn't in his vocabulary. One conversation with him that really stands out to me was last semester on the pottery wheel. And if you don't know me very well, at that time I was really struggling, both in life and on the pottery wheel. If you don't, he explained to me that all people were like pottery, a work in progress and a work of art. He told me that I was not broken or ruined or useless, and sometimes you just have to try again. He explained to me that my worth doesn't depend on the shape I take right now, because like the clay, I have potential to become new and to become better. That conversation helped me to create a new outlook on life. Words and conversations like that are all it takes to change the world for someone. I challenge you all to think of someone who changed the world for you. Someone who helped you out of a bad situation, or someone who told you to chase your passion of becoming a collegiate athlete, or starting a band, or starting a business. Or maybe it's as simple as your parents believing in you and telling you have what it takes to make it up onto this stage today. As you guys go out into the world, be aware of your own potential. Be kind. Talk to the quiet kid, tell someone they can, believe in someone, and believe in yourself. Change your own world if that's where you need to begin. Whether it's yourself, or your little sister, or the lonely kid at the table next to you, or a whole population, you have an impact on their lives. Class of 2021, I believe in you. I know you guys in this room have so much potential to be difference makers, and thank you guys for making a difference in my high school experience. I'm excited to see what you guys accomplish. Now the chorus members will sing Never Grow Up.
name is Jackson Whitfield. As Class Vice President, it is my privilege to introduce the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2021, the daughter of Scott and Lena Weevil, Miss Bethany Weevil.
Thank you very much, Jackson. Fellow members of the class of 2021, life is full of rules. The reason why you're all here today, dressed in itchy robes and listening to babies cry themselves blue in the face from the bleachers, is because it's the rule. I was only chosen to come up here today and give this speech because that's the rule. Maybe some of you chose to go to college without really even thinking about it because going to college is the rule. That's how life works. You're supposed to graduate high school, finish college in 4 years, get married at 25, have kids by 30, work a good job, get a house with a white picket fence, and never complain or question why you're doing it because that's the rule. But I think that in the past few years, with all of the curveballs that the universe has sent our way, I don't have to tell you that doing things according to the rules can often be impractical, difficult, and sometimes even impossible. In writing this speech, I sought the advice of parents, teachers, and the internet. I hope that some of these sources could outline some rules for me regarding the writing of a speech. A lot of them said to remember that I'm only 17 and that I don't have all of the answers, so I shouldn't pretend like I do. To a certain extent, that's definitely true. I don't know for sure if war is an inevitable consequence of human nature or if you perceive colors the same way that I do. I don't know why the universe exists, why there's something instead of nothing. I cannot definitively tell you why sheesh is the meme of the moment, say that Mark Zuckerberg's not a shape-shifting reptilian alien being, or say for sure whether or not we're living in a simulation. But I think it's dismissive to assume that the class of 2021 doesn't and can't possibly have something of value to say and some good advice to give about rules by which to live. These past few years and everything that's happened in them, from a flood to a global pandemic, have shown that the rules by which we normally abide may not even be the best way to do things at all. So because our class has spent our formative years in this time of rule bending, we've come to consider ourselves a bit of an authority on the subject, and we'd like to give you some of our new and updated rules by which to live your life. First and foremost, Rachel happily answered my call for words of wisdom with the saying, reflect on where you have been, appreciate where you are, and look forward to where your life will take you. Those words may never be more true than they are today. Victoria chimed in with, now that you've graduated, just remember, bosses don't usually accept notes from your mother. Dalton, as you may expect, had a lot to say, but what I think we can all take away from Dalton's time here is that it's always important to take care of your mental and physical health and get your full 8 hours of sleep, even if one of those 8 hours are spent in a desk during criminal justice. He would also like you all to understand that doing incredible and great things come not only with big rewards, but with big risks. Although he might say something like, that'll happen on them big jobs. Dalton would also like you to take some time to appreciate how good your life has been, as you can quickly observe him doing within 5 minutes of starting a conversation with him, at which point he will declare, back in my day, and then start saying something about the Molly B. Poca show, the Andy Griffith show, or MASH. No word yet on how that is back in Dalton's day. Jace would like to warn you all not to live life in the fast lane, as you may accidentally go so fast that you miss something important that's lingering on the exit or the side of the road, and you may even run into Leroy's. Kendall would like to warn you all to be wary in the future, as not everything's what it appears to be. After all, a perfectly nice-looking zoo animal just might be ready to launch an attack on you that will leave you soaking and smelling foul for the rest of the day. Finally, I think we would all like to warn you never to let someone coerce you into doing something stupid on the internet, maybe like participating in a middle school-wide lip-sync challenge, no matter how funny or cool it seems at the time, because what gets put on the internet will stay there for the rest of your life, waiting to give you flashbacks to that memory that will cost you hours of sleep. Now, you may be saying, oh, Bethany, all that was great, but aren't you supposed to be giving the speech? Shouldn't you give some advice? You can't just take credit for everyone else's work, slap your name on it, and declare the job well done. It's not like you're Aunt Becky from Full House trying to get her daughter into USC. Well, lucky for you, I do have some words of wisdom to share, and they all start with the last words of a stuffy old dead guy. The repeated last words of Francois Rabelais, a poet in the 1500s, were, "I am going to seek a great perhaps. Draw the curtain. The farce is played." Those of you who enjoy reading may recognize these words from the mouth of literary character Miles Halter, who begs his parents to let him attend the out-of-state boarding school to which his father went, because he didn't want to, quote, wait until he dies to start seeking his great perhaps. I love the idea of a great perhaps, and I do truly believe that we all have one that we should endeavor to seek before the curtains are drawn on each of our farces. So I'd like to outline some new rules for you to teach you how to find yours. Now, I'm no romantic. I don't believe that all of us will grow up to be professional athletes, movie stars, and scientists. But I do think that seeking a great perhaps is a noble quest, and certainly one which we can all achieve without becoming rich, famous celebrities. And what a quest it is for which we ought to strive. You are going to live a good life filled with great and terrible moments that you cannot even imagine yet. And you are going to experience each and every one of those moments without ever knowing how many more of them you will get. That mere concept should frighten and excite you all at the same time. If it hasn't, you haven't thought about it enough. You have one life, 100 years at best, with no do-overs and no retakes. Why would you waste your one precious life on following the rules, on seeking anything other than your great perhaps? Your life is what you make of it. If it isn't what you want it to be, fix it. Change it. We may not all start at the same place with the same advantages. Someone may have a mile ahead of you on the race, and maybe that isn't fair, but would you rather be the story of the person who beat the odds and made it to the top, or the story of the person who gave up before he or she really even tried? I cannot imagine a more treacherous existence than one in which you mope about in misery day after day because you let your great perhaps fall away from you in your prime. After having spent the last 12 years with all of you, I know you all very well, perhaps better than I'd like to, so I know that you all have the drive, the motivation, the fortitude to seek your great perhaps. My challenge to you is to make sure that you never lose that drive, that you never let the tediousness of life get in the way of your ultimate goal. It may be that, like Carter, you want to become the best blindfolded chess player in the history of the world. Well, I'm here to tell you that you have the choice to follow that dream or to live the rest of your life feeling an unexplainable but deep pain of regret every time you see a pattern of alternating black and white tiles. Tal vez ustedes quieren aprender un idioma nuevo y traducir para los americanos o las Naciones Unidas. If you don't understand what I said in Spanish, you have a lot more work ahead of you to do for that particular job. But I promise that it's absolutely worth it if that's what it's going to take to finally make you happy. If the one thing you want most in the world is to be a mom or a dad, then I would hope you make every effort to be the best mom or dad that you can possibly be. Maybe you want to go to med school and your biggest dream is to save dozens of lives and heal the world while simultaneously spending hundreds of thousands of dollars without being able to pay off even a cent of interest that you've accumulated until your 30s. Well, since I'm not your financial advisor, I can tell you to do what you love and chase that dream. I know that leaving here, leaving behind all of the rules which you've come to know well in an effort to find your great perhaps, is hard. But I'm here to say that it is so hard to leave until you leave. And then it's the easiest thing in the world. At some point, you just pull off the Band-Aid, and it hurts, but then it's over, and you're relieved. When you walk out of here today, you will feel lost and alone and afraid at how big the world is and how small you are in comparison to it. But soon you will find your way, and being a grown-up in the adult world with new rules by which you choose to live will become as easy to you as breathing or walking or eating. You just have to allow yourself the time to get there. What I ask from you then is to take the good times with you just as you take the bad. It is so easy to let one dominate your memory and forget the other. You don't remember what happened. What you remember becomes what happened. Don't forget that you struggled and fought and cried to get here. You have a lot that you learned from those struggles, and it would be a shame to forget it. But don't neglect to remember that high school wasn't all that bad. You laughed regularly, smiled often, and spoke kind words to friends. You had fun on car rides and at games or shows. The truth about high school, like many other truths, resists simplicity. Trust me, if high school was as miserable as we all say that it is, none of us would be on this stage right now. I may have developed a chronic back issue from the loads of books that I constantly carried around with me, but I also experienced celebrations with my teachers and friends after my successes and had fun during musical practices and pep bands. I hope that in looking back on this time, you can see some of those same moments, feel some of those same feelings, and learn some of those same lessons that I have. Most of all, I hope you actually listen to the speech instead of doing that thing that you used to do in class where you just stare ahead at the wall and pretend like you were listening. Perhaps during those times in college, your job, or the rest of the parts of your adult life in which you will unavoidably experience those same moments of terrible downfalls and grief as well as spectacular achievements and happiness, you can apply these new rules that you've learned here today from the class of 2021 in order to deal with the bad as best you can, make the most out of the good, and get everything out of life that you wanted to get according to the path that you choose. Then maybe, in reaching your great perhaps, you'll be surprised at the poignancy and pertinence of the rules written for you by the 17 and 18-year-olds who had been through just about everything imaginable in order to make it to this stage today and deliver those rules to you.
I would now like to announce the honored graduates for the class of 2021. Please stand as I say your name and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause till the end of the presentation. Graduates graduating with high distinction: Kendall Boyce, Emily Broad, Riley Hall, Grace Hunke, Kayla Lawrence, Charles Matson, Samantha McDonald, Allie Poyar, Carter Richardson, Daniel Richardson, Dominic Tank, Austin Taylor, Bethany Weebold, Jackson Whitfield, and Hannah Williams. These are your graduates graduating with high distinction. Students graduating with distinction: Lacey Bohr, Owen Broad, Macy Fromm, Kaden Skirts, Anna Halliday, Kelsey Court, Kara Overshaw, Jared Posnicker, Jocelyn Rieger, Connor Schleter, Annika Shimonik, Jacob Soshek, and Jocelyn Spiker. These are your students graduating with distinction. We have one new local scholarship that will be read this year, the Catherine Bielendal-Zuber Scholarship Tribute. Catherine Bielendal-Zuber Memorial Scholarship was created in honor of a person who had a lifelong love of learning and a deep respect to the nurses who cared for her and her family. Kathy grew up in Morris Bluff, and she attended country grade school and then graduated from North Bend in 1968. Her job led her to Illinois. Marriage and a family kept her there. But Kathy always kept the Morris Bluff and North Bend area close to her heart, visiting as often as she could. During her last visit, she was delighted to be able to celebrate her 50th class reunion. Kathy's family is pleased to give this scholarship to show the support to two students who share Kathy's passion for learning and her deep respect for those who care for the sick. I would now like to ask Mrs. Chris Galhan, School Guidance Counselor, to assist me with a presentation of the scholarships for the class of 2021. Again, please hold your applause till the end of the presentation. Rachel Adams. University of Nebraska-Lincoln College of Agriculture Science Natural Resource Scholarship. University of Nebraska-Lincoln Husker Power Scholarship. And the North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. Dalton Blaha. Ducks Unlimited Varsity Scholarship. The DARC Scholarship. Midland Shotgun Sports Scholarship. North Bend FFA Alumni Scholarship. The Class of 1982 Scholarship. And the Alex Legg Memorial Scholarship. Kendall Boyce. University of Nebraska-Lincoln Region NE Housing Credit Scholarship. University of Nebraska-Lincoln Husker Tradition Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. And the North Bend Optimist Scholarship. Emily Broad. Rhonda Schroeder Memorial Scholarship. Jack F. Paulson Memorial Scholarship. Dodge County FFA Council Scholarship. Dodge County FFA Foundation Scholarship. Nebraska State FFA Public Speaking Contest Scholarship. Wayne State College Presidential Scholarship. Concordia University Lutheran Heritage Award. Concordia University Dance Scholarship. Concordia University Regent Scholarship. Concordia University Academic Scholarship. The Doane University Perry Scholarship. Peru State College Chancellor's Success Award. Peru State College Board of Trustees Scholarship. Fremont Area Community Foundation Mildred Hidman Scholarship. North Bend Central Music Boosters Senior Participation Scholarship. National Honor Society Scholarship. The Red Cross Scholarship. North Bend Central Education Scholarship. The Ellen Wolf Memorial Scholarship. The Pam Dojal Memorial Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. The Janet M. Command Memorial Scholarship. The Jeffrey K. Mines Memorial Scholarship. The North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. And the Catherine Beladal Zuber Scholarship. Owen Broad. Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation Scholarship. Wayne State College NCCS Board of Trustees Scholarship. Wayne State College Growing Together Cooperative Educational Program Scholarship. And the North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. Gage Dunn. University of Nebraska Omaha Chancellor Scholarship. Macy Fromm. University of Nebraska Lincoln Power Scholarship. Cadence Gertz. McClare Pierce Memorial Scholarship. Riley Hall. Omaha World Herald Scholarship. Wayne State College Class of 57 Scholarship. Wayne State College Special Housing Scholarship. Wayne State College Dean's Excellent Scholarship. And the North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. Anna Halliday. Central Community College Assessment Advantage Scholarship. Central Community College Women's Softball Scholarship. Central Community College Lindsay Larson Memorial Scholarship. And the North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. Grace Hunke. Keith and Mona Sailors Endowed Scholarship. Dick Manley Journalism Scholarship. Dodge Chamber Scholarship. American Red Cross Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. And the LCF Scholarship. Kelsey Court. Wayne State College James A. Brecken Memorial Scholarship. North Bend Central Music Booster Senior Participation Scholarship. And the Rick R.J. Memorial Scholarship. Landon Krenzer. Morningside Football Scholarship. Kayla Lawrence. University of Nebraska Lincoln Husker Tradition Scholarship. American Red Cross Scholarship. The Lottaha Family Memorial Scholarship. North Bend FFA Alumni Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. North Bend Booster Scholarship. Odd Fellow Schuyler Lodge 28 Scholarship. And the Eastern Star Ruth Chapter 112 Scholarship. Charles Matson. University of Nebraska Omaha Regent Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. Samantha McDonald. Midland University Pinnacle Bank Outstanding High School Leader Scholarship. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. And the National Honor Society Scholarship. Peyton Minnis. Midland University Powerlifting Athletic Scholarship. Kara Overshaw. University of Nebraska University of Nebraska Kearney Lopers Achievement Award and Peru State College ACE Scholarship. Taylor Ortmeyer, DARC Scholarship. Jace Owen, Omaha State Scholarship. University of Nebraska Lincoln College of Agriculture, Science, and Natural Resources Scholarship. University of Nebraska Lincoln Husker Power Scholarship. University of Nebraska Omaha Chancellor Scholarship. And the American Red Cross Scholarship. Brecken Peters, Morningside University Football Scholarship. Morningside University Presidential Scholarship. And the North Bend Optimist Scholarship. Jared Posnicker, Husker Tradition Scholar Scholarship. Allie Hoyar, Huskers Tradition Scholarship. Farm State Bank Scholarship. American Red Cross Scholarship. Allison Wolf Memorial Scholarship. And the Catherine Vieladal-Zuber Scholarship. Jocelyn Rieger, University of Nebraska Omaha Chancellor Scholarship. Carter Richardson, University of Nebraska Omaha Regent Scholarship. Kearney Honor Scholarship Package. North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship. And the Marine Corps League Scholarship. Daniel Richardson, University of Nebraska Kearney Board of Regents Scholarship. University of Nebraska Kearney Honors Program Room Waiver Scholarship. University of Nebraska Kearney Honors Program Scholarship. Nebraska Wesleyan Presidential Scholarship. Northwest Missouri State Distinguished Scholar Scholarship. Northwest Missouri State Bearcat Achievement Scholarship. The University of Nebraska Omaha Regent Scholarship. The North Bend Central Music Boosters Senior Participation Scholarship. And the North Bend Central Music Boosters Competitive Scholarship. Victoria Richardson, Wayne State College Dean Commitment Scholarship. Wayne State College Rod Verlick Scholarship. Connor Schleter, United States Bowling Congress Marty Williamson Scholarship. Annika Shamanik, the FCSLA Life College Freshman Scholarship. The University of Nebraska Lincoln Husker Power Scholarship. The Wartburg College Presidential Scholarship. The University of Kansas KU Achievement Scholarship. Midland University Dance Scholarship. Craig University Founders Award Scholarship. And Craig Post 254 Scholarship. Cheyenne Sindelar, Husker Power Scholar Scholarship. Jacob Sochek, the Rick R.J. Johnson Memorial Scholarship. North Bend FFA Alumni Scholarship. North Bend FFA Michael Severson Scholarship. The Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation Scholarship. And the Platte Valley Equipment Sponsorship. Jocelyn Spiker, University of Nebraska Omaha Regents Award Scholarship. University of Nebraska Kearney Regents Award Scholarship. University of Nebraska Lincoln We Are Nebraska Committed Scholarship. The University of Nebraska Lincoln David Distinguished Scholar Scholarship. And the National Honor Society Charter Scholarship. Jolie Stronach, Wayne State College Dean Commitment Scholarship. Wayne State College Mary Frances Super Gross End Scholarship. Dominic Tang. Annette L. Raymond Endowed Scholarship. Husker Tradition Scholarship. Austin Taylor, Pepsi Scholarship. University of Nebraska Husker Tradition Scholar. Colfax Dodge County Corn Growers Association Scholarship. University of Nebraska Lincoln College of Agriculture, Science, and Natural Resources Scholarship, the North Bend Booster Scholarship, the WOC Bill Taylor Memorial Scholarship, American Red Cross Scholarship, Midland Pinnacle Bank Outstanding School Leader Scholarship, Frontier Scholarship, and the North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. Bethany Weeble, Fremont Business and Professional Women Scholarship, American Red Cross Scholarship, North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship, the North Bend Central Music Boosters Senior Participation Scholarship, the North Bend Central Music Boosters Competitive Scholarship, the North Bend Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, the Kate Emanuel Memorial Scholarship, the Russ Herman Memorial Scholarship, and the North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. Jackson Whitfield, American Red Cross Scholarship, Darlene O. Memorial Scholarship, Jean F. Emanuel Memorial Scholarship, Geraldine E. Kinney Memorial Scholarship, the Jim and Sandra Kruger Scholarship, the North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship, the Paul R. Hamilton Memorial Scholarship, Royal Neighbors of America Scholarship, Hastings Men's Basketball Scholarship, Hastings Crimson Scholarship, Hastings Trustees Honor Scholarship, Hastings Tums Business Scholarship, the KWPN Scholarship, and the North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. Hannah Williams, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Emerging Leaders Scholarship, University of Nebraska-Lincoln Department of Agriculture Economics Different Makers Scholarship, North Bend Central Foundation Scholarship, American Red Cross Scholarship, Arden Wolf Memorial Scholarship, America's Farm Grower Ag Leaders Scholarship, Farmers Mutual Hail Insurance Company of Iowa Scholarship, University of Nebraska-Lincoln Agribusiness Entrepreneur Scholarship, PEO Star Scholarship, North Bend Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Husker Tradition Scholarship, and the North Bend Optimist Club Scholarship. Your scholarship winners for the class of 2021.
My name is Austin Taylor, and I have the pleasure of introducing the North Bend Central Band. The band selection for today is Welcome to the Black Parade under the direction of Mr. Alex Crowley.
Thank
afternoon. My name is Emily Broad, and I am the Secretary and Treasurer of the senior class. It is my pleasure to introduce the Board of Education President, Mr. Dan Wesley.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend our congratulations to the class of 2021 for reaching graduation day. Past and present members of the school board have worked hard to set high academic standards for our students, even in the pandemic year. This group of graduates keeps the North Bend Central tradition of excellence alive and well. Graduates, today is a memory that will remain with you for the rest of your lives. As you enter the next phase of your life, remember the core values of honesty, respect, and hard work that you have learned here at North Bend Central Public School. I also like to thank the teachers and staff throughout the entire school district for helping our students reach this moment. You serve as fantastic role models for our young people. And finally, parents, this is a special day for you. Thanks for always being there for these students as they made their way from kindergarten to middle school, on to high school, followed by a flood, and then to coronavirus, all the way to graduation day here today. Graduates, you have my sincere best wishes on a great life after high school. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Dan Endorf, the superintendent of the school.
President Wesley, it is my pleasure to inform you that the following students have met the requirements for high school graduation. Graduates, please rise. Riley Michelle Hall. Peyton Jeffrey Meadows. Kayla Ann Lawrence. Alan Josue Oriana Miranda. Adriana Margaret Halliday. Landon Bruce Krenzer. Jocelyn Claire Rieger. Samantha Lynn McDonald. Hannah Elizabeth Williams. Jackson Lee Whitfield. Grace Anita Hunke. Jace Taylor Owen. Allie Brianne Hoyar. Austin James Taylor. Sierra Michelle Pluthi. Brecken J. Peters. Mason Riley Ewing. Macy Lee Fromm. Preston Zachary Thompson. Cheyenne Renee Sindelar. Jarrett J. Posnecker. Charles Anthony Madsen. Luther Klein Gutenkoost. Bethany Suzanne Weeble. Daniel Evan Richardson. Jocelyn Jean Spiker. Gage Ryan Dunn. Isaac Jonathan Hauser. Kara Josephine Overshaw. Demarius James Boswell. Emily Ann Broad. Braden Hiller Manning. Robert William Cavan. Owen Evald Broad. Jessie Marie Renard. Cadence Leatrice Gertz. Carter James Richardson. Dominic John Tank. Kelsey Ray Korth. Jacob Ronald Soshak. Dylan James Shaw. Joseph Bowen Brown. Travis Curtis Winkler. Rachel Marie Adams. Justin Xavier Drake. Taylor Ray Ortmeyer. Sydney Ann Kirchenman. Hunter James Johnston. Evan James Marr. Ethan Francis Mullally. Kendall Renee Boyce. Dalton Joseph Blaha. Annika Evelyn Shamanik. Connor David Schleter. Lacey Lynn Borer. Jolie Justine Stronick. Victoria Irene Richardson. Ladies and gentlemen, the North Bend Central graduating class of 2021. President Humke, please lead your class in the traditional turning of the tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, the North Bend Central graduating class of 2021.